Good evening and welcome to our novena this evening. It's my first time here in the evening, so I'm getting into the spirit of it now. I come from Garden Church in Dublin, as you heard, parish priest there. Church near Scope Park, as some people would know it, and worked for some time also in Matt Bailey Institute as chaplain with people preparing to be religion teachers for a number of years. Met a lot of Dundalk people then. Our theme this evening is about gratitude, thanks, linking in as well with the ups and downs, annoyances and angers of life. I've got into a bit of a habit recently. I don't know whether you get senior moments at a certain time of life, but I often forget things. And today I spent a while at home looking for my coat before I could come here. The main reason being that the car keys were in the coat. After a certain time I was offering St. Anthony €10. He hasn't dropped his prices in the recession, I can tell you that. But anyway, I found it. But somebody gave me this tip once that when you're looking for something, instead of getting all annoyed, while you're going back over the steps, say a prayer of thanks. Thank God for something. Thank God for something. It certainly lowers the blood pressure. Or also, another man gave me the example, and I find it good, being stuck in traffic. Rather than getting into an immense road rage that the lights don't turn, my rage won't make the lights turn green any quicker. Say a prayer of thanks for somebody or something. And it's amazing what prayer of thanks can do for us. I think it's a very important part of our faith. In human relations and in faith. As friends, spouses, it's good to thank each other. I remember once going to a wedding and I was talking to the father of the bride beforehand, and he told me something he was going to say, and he said it at the wedding to the couple who were obviously enjoying the day, and we were all praying for a good life for them. But he said, I was going to go down to the town this morning and try to find 2 magnets for your fridge. One the word sorry, and the other the word thanks. Because from my experience of marriage, he said, the 2 words are very important. And I suppose it's true. We leave the word sorry for another day, but the word thanks in our normal relations help a lot. And thanks from the heart enlivens us and brings life to a friendship, love and relationship. You can see that in Mary. Her prayer that would have thanks facing into a future that's totally unknown to her. And reading the Gospel, you get the sense that Mary was a great woman of faith. And the Jewish religion, faith includes a lot of thanks. I have a guess that Mary would have been praying that prayer at the crucifixion, knowing even in the worst of times that she could praise God. When we're children, we're very much noticing the gift we get. As we get older, we focus more on the giver. And a child will be delighted with the present, not worrying too much where it came from. In the adolescent years, if you want to find things too much, but very often an adolescent person, I hate the phrase even, at that age they'll be grateful but won't say it too much, because they're in this place of discovering their own independence. I remember my brother saying to my parents years ago, you can come and watch me playing football, but don't say hello to me. I think you know what I mean. He was very happy they came to see him, but just, he had his space. So thanks can be going on at different ages in different ways. And as we get into the adult years and older years, we're very much aware of the giver. And that affects our faith a lot. And the present that makes a person present to us. And we know the sincere gift and the insincere one. I remember somebody at elderly years saying, I'd much prefer the person sit with me for 15 minutes than send down a box of the most expensive chocolates for Christmas. My grandmother used to always say, don't bring anything, bring yourself. That's what she liked, that we would drop in. That she'd be grateful for us. And we love to be thanked just for who we are. Now, that seems a bit of pie in the sky sometimes, because a lot of things happen in our lives that annoy us, especially in the closest relationships. And I was thinking here just that the more simple annoyances and things that make us a bit annoyed for a while, I think deeper angers that come out of the injustices we suffer, abuses we suffer, they take a long time. And they deserve more than a 5-minute holiday. And that when God asks us to forgive, He knows we forgive bit by bit and gradually. But the ordinary annoyances we have every day, they can be helped a lot by being grateful. And certainly when somebody I love or somebody I'm connected with a lot annoys me, it helps to be able to think of something good about them and say thanks. Because we all have goodnesses. And generally speaking, we can find something to be grateful for. Or even with the bigger ones, I notice that with some of the anger I would feel at the cover-ups in the church and the abuse over the years, I'm also helped by not ignoring them, but also getting in touch with the good that was done.